He called himself the Great. Ramses II, pharaoh of Egypt's 19th dynasty, reigned for over 60 years, fathered more than 100 children, and built monuments so vast that they still dominate the desert. His image is everywhere, carved into mountains, temples, and history itself. But who was Ramses II really? Was he the greatest ruler Egypt ever knew, or one of the most successful self-promoters in history? Ramses was born around 1303 BC, at the height of Egypt's power. He inherited an empire rich from trade and conquest, built by his predecessors like Seti I. Crowned at just 25, Ramses faced a challenge: how to maintain Egypt's might in an era when enemies grew stronger and resources thinner. And so he turned to the ultimate weapon of kings: legacy. If he couldn't always expand Egypt's borders, he could make the world believe he had. In 1274 BC, Ramses marched north to face the Hittite Empire, near the city of Kadesh. It was one of the largest chariot battles ever fought. According to Ramses, it was a glorious Egyptian victory. His inscriptions show him alone in battle, surrounded by enemies, defeating thousands with divine strength. But surviving Hittite records, and even Egyptian ones, tell a different story. The battle ended in a stalemate. Neither side truly won, yet Ramses' version was carved into temples across Egypt, the earliest known case of royal propaganda. He didn't win the war, but he won the story. If Ramses was the first celebrity pharaoh, his stage was the landscape of Egypt itself. He built temples like Abu Simbel, colossal monuments aligned with the sun, designed to remind anyone, mortal or god, who ruled the Nile. He erased names of earlier pharaohs and replaced them with his own. Statues of Ramses towered over cities like Luxor and Thebes. Even today, his mummy, with its golden hair and proud face, feels less like a corpse and more like a man who refused to die. But beyond the stone and glory, who was Ramses? He was not just a warrior, he was a politician and showman. He signed the world's first known peace treaty with the Hittites, sealing it with a royal marriage to a Hittite princess. Under him, Egypt enjoyed rare stability, decades of construction, culture, and prosperity. Yet the truth is that by the end of his reign, Egypt's economy was strained, its borders static, and its power fading beneath the weight of its own grandeur. Ramses II ruled for 66 years, longer than almost any ruler in ancient history. To his people, he was divine, eternal, chosen by the gods. But after his death, his empire began to weaken. Future pharaohs could not match his ambition or his myth-making. Some historians now argue that Ramses' reign marked not Egypt's golden age, but the beginning of its decline, hidden beneath centuries of glittering stone. So, was Ramses II truly great? He was not a conqueror on the scale of Thutmose III. He did not innovate like Akhenaten or unify like Narmer, but he understood something deeper, the power of memory. Ramses II didn't just rule Egypt, he branded it. Every statue, every inscription, every carving whispered the same message: I am eternal. And in a way, he was right, because more than 3,000 years later, we're still saying his name,